Hello and welcome back, my beautiful Lotus petals. This is Uma's Lotus Lounge, the get right show to start your week off and now month off with positive vibes. Hi, guys. Welcome in. Welcome to all my viewers that are watching live on MeetMe and also live on YouTube. We appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for coming back and supporting the show. My name is Uma. I'm a top badge on the MeetMe app and a live streamer on YouTube. And tonight's theme is one that I personally adore, and it's called the gratitude factor. All right. As we step into November, the season of reflection and Thanksgiving, I want to talk about how gratitude isn't just a feel-good idea. It's actually spiritual technology that rewires your mind and helps you attract abundance. But before we begin, let's ground our energy together with our affirmation of the week. All right. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. So our affirmation of the week is, I am grateful for everything that has brought me to this moment. Take a slow, deep breath in and exhale any tension. And let's repeat that affirmation again. I am grateful for everything that has brought me to this moment. Now, saying that that's like a whoo kind of moment, right? That's like a whoo moment, because everything, are you saying everything, even the bad, Uma, like the really bad? Yeah, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everything that has brought me to this moment, you know? So let's start, because this is an interactive show. So whoever's watching me live on YouTube, whoever is watching me live on MeetMe, let's start by doing our own gratifying posts. If you're feeling thankful for something in your life today, drop it in the chat. And let's fill this space with positive gratitude energy. There's so much negativity around, so much negative people around, right? Let's fight back, guys. But let's fight back with positive energy. So drop it in the chat, something that you're feeling thankful for in your life today, so we can fill this space with gratitude energy. And if nobody has anything to say that they're grateful for, that is okay. I am grateful for lots. So I could drop it in the chat what I'm grateful for. I am grateful for my children who are amazing, right? I am grateful for my loving partner who supports me in all that I do, right? Drew is grateful for health and happiness. I love that. Yeah, I'm grateful for my body. I started this month, I did a 7-day body gratitude challenge, right? So if you guys follow me on IG and on TikTok, you're going to see I have like day 1, day 2, day 3 posted. And it's just my body. I'm like posting pictures, no filters, no, like, not doing anything to mark it up or mark it down. Like my first photo is me in my bathrobe, right? Like, but it's just the idea that I want to say out loud. And I know that sounds weird to some of you. You're like, why does she have to say this out loud? I want to say out loud that I'm proud of my body, because there's so many places, there's so many people that try to shame you. And I'm like, that's dumb. You guys are dumb, because even here on these apps, you'll have somebody come in and make comments about your weight or how you look or your age. And I'm like, you're just showing me that you're a sheep. You're just showing me that you're sheep, because if you really stop and thought about it for a second, you would think her weight has no effect on my life. But I'm just doing what other people are doing because it's cool, right? So, it's not cool. You look like an idiot. You look like a moron. And it does not affect me, right? It doesn't affect me. But I do have a lot of friends that are streamers that do get affected by these annoying people. So I decided to start the 7-day body gratitude challenge. And you guys are invited to join me. All you got to do is just, when you find my IG posts under Uma B 1111 on IG or my TikTok post under UmaB111. Just like, my photos and then copy the hashtag body gratitude with Uma and then post your own photo, right? Who cares? Who cares if you have weight on you, if you're overweight, if you have a double chin? This stuff does not matter to anybody but you. And trolls, they know that it matters to you, so they pick up on it and they run with it. So fight back, right? Ladies, especially the ladies, fight back. Post your photos, unfiltered, non-scripted, and just be proud of your bodies. That's the energy we're running with for November. So our affirmation today: I am grateful for everything that has brought me to this moment. That is our collective affirmation. But for those of you that are watching live, write something in the comments that you're grateful for, and I'm going to give you your own affirmation. All right. Like I said, this is an interactive. Queen Snow is grateful for her kids. Thank you, Queen Snow. Your affirmation this week: I am present. Today, I pay close attention to the ideas that flow to me. So your spirit guides are saying to you, be present this week, Snow. We want to talk to you, and we're going to flow some ideas to you. That's going to be amazing. All right. Stacy, thank you. She's grateful for her family. Stacy, your affirmation this week is I am inspired, right? My voice, words, and ideas matter. The world needs the magic that's inside of me. Your spirit guides are saying, Stacy, it's okay to take up space. All right. You matter. Your voice matter. Your words, your ideas, what you want matters. So share that magic with the world. Anyone else? Put what you're grateful for in the comments and get an affirmation of the day. All right. Let's look into what's happening in the cosmos this week. Thank you, Queen, because the stars always supports the theme we seem to be living through, right? Because let me tell you, every time I look at the astrology of the week and the week goes exactly as it does, I'm like, we saw that coming, didn't we? We sure did. So the astrology this week, we have some major astrological themes happening. There is a harmonious aspect. So there's a lot of blending going on. Let's get into it. On Monday, today, we have the Mars-Neptune trine. So that suggests that emotional guidance can lead to lasting ideas and projects. Inspiration may show up in unexpected ways, and your intuition is strong. This is a great day for creative work and for listening to your gut feelings. So funny, right? Because today I had a business meeting call where I'm going to invest a lot of money into my business. And I took a deep breath because it's a big investment. But I got to tell you guys, that intuition's telling me this is the right thing to do. This is going to work. So, I ask my clients all the time to invest in me. It's time for me to invest myself as a client myself. So whatever inspiration shows up to you guys today, listen to it and follow through. You never know. It may work out for you. All right. Tomorrow, Tuesday, November 4th. Election day. Who's voting? I am. I know I am, right? Tuesday, November 4th, Mars enters Sagittarius, encouraging a more adventurous and expansive approach. This can set the stage for a more present-minded and authentic approach to your goals. So I like what we have going on Monday, Tuesday of this week. It's looking like we're focused, right? How many of you feel focused? Drop a 1 in the comments. As we started this week, do you feel focused? Do you feel like, yeah, I'm ready to do some work. I'm ready to make some changes. There's my girls. I got Stacy, I got Queen. They're like, yep. Fred too. All right, Fred, you're focused. That's what we're talking about. So that's what the astrology of this week is saying. Now, Wednesday, we do have a full moon in Taurus on Wednesday. And what does Taurus like? Pleasure, creativity, sensory, experiences. So this is a good time to focus on what makes you feel good and to cultivate a sense of abundance and stability. All right. Thank you, Fred. That is going on Wednesday, full moon in Taurus. And then Thursday and Friday, we have Venus entering Scorpio, intensifying partnerships and making you more drawn. Ooh, thank you, Stacy, to deep emotional and sexual connections. So it looks like the weekend is going to be lit for some people, right? Going to be lit with that Venus in Scorpio energy. Additionally, Mars and Venus will both aspect Pluto and Aquarius, pushing you to fight for what you want in your personal and professional life. And that's what I keep saying. Like in love, there's boundaries, guys. You have to have boundaries in love. And I don't know if I'm just a good communicator, but I just have this way in relationships. Like I'm going to tell my partner what I want and what I don't want. And I don't know why people, when they get into relationships, it's like they tend to forget that part, right? Like, why? If you're in a relationship and you don't like how it's going, say, hey, I don't like how it's going. Could we look at this? Right? It's all about communication, guys. So this week, it looks like by the weekend, we have that energy coming in. Venus entering Scorpio. And Scorpio likes those deep conversations and that deep connection. So if you're feeling this push to like talk to your partner about what you want out of your relationship, it's looking like the weekend is going to look good to address that. All right, I have some horoscopes before we go into the tarotscopes. You guys know that I do tarot card readings and I do a message for each of the zodiac signs. But before we get into that, let's do a really quick overview for each of the zodiac signs. So put your zodiac signs in the comments. Let's see who's here so I can give you your horoscope for the week of November 3rd. And if anybody's watching me on Facebook, I apologize. I cannot see your comments. So you'd have to like come on my YouTube page where I'm live and actually write it in the YouTube. There's something going on with Facebook where we can't really see the comments as they come through. Okay, so we're going to start with Aries. Aries, ego could interfere with love at the start of the week, and you may need to be careful not to take love as a project to be proven. Ooh, Aries. Taurus, this is a week to be patient and build a stable foundation for future gains, focusing on slow and steady progress. Gemini, just one sentence, Gemini, be careful not to overschedule yourself. Oops. Cancer, cooperation is beneficial, and you may find you can provide structure to your business dealings. Leo, this is a good time to focus on solo projects this week. Virgo, you may need to rely on loved ones for help to make the impossible possible. Wow. Libra, your balanced mind can help keep others on track in the workplace. Scorpio, you may be able to accomplish a lot in a short amount of time, and a confident go-getter mentality can benefit your finances. You may feel a strong pull to help others, whether they're loved ones or strangers. Sagittarius, you have the ability to see the whole picture and get to the root of a problem. Capricorn, you may be in a mature and wealthy position regarding your current business dealings. All signs point to yes. I'm just saying. Aquarius, keep an open mind to new ideas that come your way. And Pisces, a strong sense of justice may be guiding your career pursuits this week. Those are the horoscopes this week for all 12 zodiac signs. But don't forget, stick around, guys. I will be doing tarot card messages for each of the zodiac signs. And for those of you that send a 1K gift, you will also get your specialized message for this week. Don't worry, I'll be doing the Scorpio messages, tarotscope messages in a second. All right, now we're going to dive a little deeper with the earthly aspect of life. All right, that was the cosmos. I want to balance the cosmos with the earthly because gratitude also lives in the everyday moments. So, this is now time for my positive news segment. I'm gonna have to get like a different like sound because I know the crystal bowl is great and all, but you guys are probably like, okay, Uma, enough with the crystal bowl, right? Okay, so Billie Eilish. Do you guys know who Billie Eilish is? Yes, no, maybe. Yeah, amazing, amazing young person. Billie Eilish had a message for billionaires. So let's hear her message first and then we'll talk about it.
If you're a billionaire, why are you a billionaire? No hate, but yeah, give your money away, shorties. Love you guys. Thank you so much.
Give your money away, she said. So Billie Eilish had a message for billionaires at the WSJ Innovator Awards. She was one of 8 people who were honored for their work. At the event, Stephen Colbert announced that Eilish is donating $11.5 million of the proceeds from her most recent tour to organizations combating food inequity and climate change. So give it up to Billie Eilish. And she gave away $11.5 million. And she's challenging other billionaires to give away their money as well. What do you guys think about that? I think if you want something done right, leave it up to a woman, right? Because we've had so many male multi-billionaires pass through art men that have not done a lick of what she is doing. She's a young millionaire, billionaire. I don't know if she's a millionaire or billionaire, and she's giving away her money for food inequity and climate change. And I think that's amazing. And I think, if all the celebrities did what Billie Eilish was doing, and she's right. Why do you need to be a billionaire, right? Be a millionaire. A millionaire is great too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Take who out? I don't know. So that was really cool. All right. The next thing I wanted to tell you guys in my positive news is look at this family. Check this out.
Are we ready for breakfast?
That is Mexico.
Oh, you want couscous?
And these
people in Ukraine.
So basically, what's going on is that this family researched typical breakfasts in different countries, and then they have their children, they have 2 children that would point at a globe where they want to get breakfast from. So it's like twofold, right? It's teaching the children geography, because how many people here in this stream right now know where Armenia is? I'll wait. Okay. And it's going to, they're also giving them different things to taste, right? Deja knows. Thank you, Deja. So they have like the little books, and then they get like a little passport book that they can stamp, after they have it. And I think that's like amazing. So as a parent, I'm asking all the parents in here, as a parent, what are you doing differently for your kids, right? What are you doing differently for your kids? Because I feel like that is such a great idea. And now they have to research too, because could you imagine the husband and wife together? They have to now, they want breakfast from the Philippines. We don't know what that is. Let's go learn it. Let's go try to make it together, right? It's like a bonding experience for the mom and the dad too, right? Like, I just think this is so amazing. I love this idea. And I wish I knew about this idea when my kids were little, because I totally would have done that. So they start out with some fun facts about the country, such as China is the home to pandas, and then organically integrate color recognition by talking about the flag. They get stamps for their passports. How amazing is this? So, just a reminder, guys, there's a lot of negative things going on in the world today, but you can add your own little sprinkle of sunshine by just doing something positive. Start with your family. and then just grow from there. You know what I'm saying? I love the fact that I have to do a little bit of bragging moment right now. Would you guys let me do a little bit of bragging right now? Okay. Um, Basically, I'm going to brag and say that I'm really proud of how I raised my kids because my son turned 20 over the weekend. He didn't want to go to no club. He didn't want to hang out with his friends. He didn't want me to take him to no fancy, expensive dinner. He came home and said, Mom, I just want you to make my favorite meals and I want to hang out with my brother because they're both at different colleges, right? And he's like, I just want to hang out with my brother, hang out with you guys, you and Rose, and just eat my favorite meals this weekend. And we had a fabulous weekend, you know? So it was wonderful. And I think, I can give myself a pat on the back for that. All right. Positive news. All right. We have people changing lives slowly, but surely. So on the big end, we have Billie Eilish changing lives by donating so much money to charities. And then on the smaller end, we have parents just trying to raise their children with more understanding, respect, and compassion for different cultures. Win-win every way. Yeah, thank you, Deja. Thank you. All right, so let's talk about our talk for today. The gratitude factor, right? The gratitude factor. Science actually shows, well, did you know that science actually shows that gratitude can rewire your brain? Yeah. It lights up the same neural pathways as joy and reward. Spiritually, it's like a vibrational tuning fork. When you say thank you, even for challenges, you shift your frequency from lack to abundance. Thank you, Queen. Gratitude is how we tell the universe, I trust you. You don't have to wait for something big to happen. Start with what's right in front of you: your breath, your body, your home, your lessons. So try this every night this week. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. Okay, 3 things you're grateful for. 1 physical, 1 emotional, 1 spiritual. Let's try it out today. Okay, who wants to write in the comments 1 physical, 1 emotional, 1 spiritual thing you are grateful for? Physically, I'm grateful that I still have flexibility in my body, even though it's like getting up there where it's not as great, I still have flexibility. I can move around. I still got my knees. 1 emotional, I'm grateful I have emotional intelligence because I get trolled every day online by trolls and it does not affect me. Thank God. I just see it and delete. But there's a lot of people where that stuff still affects them. So I'm grateful for my emotional intelligence. And one thing I'm spiritually grateful for, my meditations. My meditations like take me to the next level, where I'm just kind of peaceful, calm, and rooted all day, every day. So that's it. Those are my 3 gratitudes. What are you guys grateful for? Lily, welcome to my featured show, sis. Welcome in. Remember, guys, gratitude doesn't ignore the hard stuff. It transforms how we carry it. All right. So start living your life with gratitude and see what pops up. I think you'll be pretty pleasantly surprised. All right, guys, now it is time for our tarotscopes for the week. Thank you, Queen. Remember, after the tarotscopes, if you guys want, those of you that are watching me live on MeetMe, if you want your own message for the week, it's a 1K gift. And if you do send a 2K gift, you get your reading and bouncer status for the week. So we're going to start with Capricorn. Capricorn, 1 card message for the week for Capricorns. Queen of Water. This is a great card, Capricorn. This talks about relationships developing to a new level and trusting your intuition. It also talks about self-care for yourself and others. So I feel like Capricorns, not only in your personal life, in your business life too, you're going to be nurturing the bonds that are important to you this week. So there's like Capricorns aren't really into all the, nurturing and love and all of that. They're more into like business, money, ambition, right? So Capricorns, I feel like you're going to be grateful for the people that is in your community that's trying to help you succeed, and you're going to show love this week. You're also going to be trusting your intuition about following through on things you want to do, right? If you are in a love relationship, we can expect to see that love relationship grow as the relationship deepens between you and your loved one. So Capricorn, it's looking like a very intimate week for you. Makes sense. Venus moving into Scorpio this week, full moon in Taurus. So a lot of things are coming full circle for you, Capricorn. Taurus, High Priestess tells me that things done behind the scenes are going to be unearthed. So you want to make sure, that you are aware things are going to be coming up this week, and you want to put your eye on it. Also, too, very good card for following your intuition as well, Taurus. So if you've been wondering about certain things and your intuition's coming up about it, trust your intuition. It's really strong this week. Do we have any Virgos in the house? Virgo, you get the Justice card. This means things are going to go your way this week. This is like a card of what goes around comes around. And if you've been like a good person, Virgo, just sharing your light with the world and trying to be that good, ethical person, which we know you are, Virgos, right? I feel like the Justice card is telling you that things will work out in your favor. If there are any Virgos that are going through a legal system right now, this usually indicates that legal decisions will be made in your favor. So that's a good news for Virgo. All right. Ocean Star, thank you for that favorite. Let's move to the water signs. Do we have any Pisces, Cancer, Scorpios in here? Pisces, you have 7 of water. It's time to make a decision. And we know, Pisces, you're like the fish. You swim up to it, then you swim away, swim up to it, and then swim away, right? So I feel, Pisces, that with the 7 of water, there's a complex decision that you have to make that you don't want to make, and you might have been distracting yourself, but your spirit guides are saying, this is the week, you need to make it. We have to move on. Okay? All right. Cancer, you got the Ego card. All right. In what ways, Cancer, are you wearing a mask and not showing the world your true self, who you truly are? So this card is saying it's time to take the mask off, time to face your fears. You can't hide in the shadows forever, right? So ego is all about you're putting yourself into like a false sense of entrapment. It's not real, but you're putting yourself there because of your fears. So Cancer, you're being asked to live beyond your fears, all right? And remove those fear-based thoughts. Okay, Scorpio, Page of Fire. This is news of an exciting new opportunity coming your way. Great job, Scorpio. So you have a message coming in about something new. This could be a new relationship. This could be a new job, a new income-based opportunity for you, but you feel excited and you feel ready for this next step. And that makes sense because Venus is in Scorpio this week. So I could see why the Scorpios are feeling like I'm about to move on to the next big thing, right? I'll take the new income. Yes, for sure. All right. After the water signs, we have the fire signs. So let's look at the fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If you're in here, drop your zodiac signs in the comments. Welcome in, guys. This is Uma's Lotus Lounge. It's a featured stream here on the MeetMe app. And we are so grateful for your presence, okay? I hope that you're enjoying the show so far. All right. We're going to go to the fire signs. Stacy, you sure did. All right, let's start with Aries. Aries, you got King of Earth, right? This is a successful time, Aries. Confidently accept the opportunities that come your way, okay? This talks about the Midas touch. This talks about just things working out really well for you. So I feel like, Aries, You're going to have opportunities that really do lead to that financial outcome. Everything you touch turns to gold, Aries. So touch away this week. Hi, Princess. All right. Now we have Leo. Wow, look at that. Aries got King of Earth. Leo got King of Water. All the king signs are in the fire signs, right? King of Water is about like pouring from a full cup. So Leo, it feels like you've been blessed recently and it's time for you to bless others. This is going to be a great week for you to be charitable, to be generous with your time, your money, your energy. So your spirit guides are saying, give it away this week, Leo, because more is coming your way. All right, Sagittarius. Wow, Sagittarius got King of Air. Fire signs, you are killing it this week. Sagittarius, you got King of Air. You're being seen as a leader in your craft. You have great objective decision-making skills. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice and balance your mind and your emotions. So I feel like that's what's happening for Sagittarius this week. They're being seen as a leader because they're confident and they're feeling like a leader and they're sharing that energy with the world. So kudos to the fire signs. It looks like the fire signs are having a great week this week. Congratulations to you guys. All right. Okay, let's move on to our final group, which is the air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Aquarius, you got 9 of air. This is a cautionary message to be careful of your mindset. Your negative thoughts can create and attract negative outcomes. So if you are being worried, over anxious, over whatever about something, it's only going to create more negative energy. Surround yourself as much as you can with positive vibes, positive people, positive news. All right, lift your energy so that way you can manifest the things that you do want and not by mistake manifest the things that you're focused on. Okay, that's for the Aquarius. All right, let's look at Gemini. Gemini, you got Queen of Air. You're doing the opposite of Aquarius. You are being very focused on your thoughts this week. And you're looking at everything objectively, not with feeling. You're also getting rid of a lot of things, Gemini. So I feel like you may be saying goodbye to certain people or habits or addictions or afflictions. You're working on yourself and it's really showing up for you this week. So Geminis, keep doing what you're doing. All right. I feel that all this clearing away is making room for something important. And finally, Libra. Libra, you got the renewal card. You're moving in a new direction that's a positive direction. So with the renewal card, Libra, it says review and evaluate. A favorable assessment of the facts, time to move in a new direction. So I feel like you guys have been maybe assessing things using your beautiful air brain, right? Libra is an air sign. They're very analytical, the air signs. And you've decided, I'm going to move in this direction. This is better for me. And guess what? You're right, okay? Because it's a positive assessment and your new direction is going to work out well for you. So congratulations to all of the signs. You guys, that is your information for the week. If anyone that is watching me live wants to spin a wheel, before you do, let me know so I can put on my SP and hopefully we get a bonus. And yes, you can spin a wheel for your own personal message for the week. But before you spin it, let me know. And for the rest of you guys that are watching me live on YouTube and you're listening to my podcast, thank you so much for showing up. I have a couple of events this week I want to share with you. In exactly an hour, 15 minutes at 7 p.m., I have my monthly Lotus monthly coffee chat. Okay. So if you have attended my coffee chats before, they're free. It's a Zoom call. So you guys can DM me for the link to the Zoom call. But we just have like a meetup where everybody has coffee or tea or whatever, and we just chat. And today our chat is going to be on gratitude. Duh. Okay. gratitude and the frequency of fulfillment. So we're going to explore how to shift from stress to satisfaction, how to anchor into what's working, and reframe challenges as stepping stones. So if you're with that vibe, please feel free to DM me or just look on my social media or my website, The Lotus and the Light, for instructions how to join us on Zoom. Also, on Wednesday, I have my monthly soul alignment coaching call. All right, that one comes with a $20 cost. So you can find that on Eventbrite, or again, going back to my website, thelotusandthelight.com. And basically, what we do in the soul alignment coaching call is I have it at the beginning of the month. And we just sit together for an hour. We journal, we meditate, we set our energy for, the rest of the month. So the topic for Wednesday is gratitude rewired, reprogram your frequency for abundance. All right. That's going to be happening on Wednesday. And you can find out more information about that on my website. For those of you that are local to the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia, at my center on Saturday, I have a healing sound bath at 12:30, and I have the Lotus monthly Reiki share at 2 p.m. as well. So that's happening this week, and you guys are welcome to join me again. Just go to my website and you can find information on how to sign up for these events. All right, guys, that is all the events for this week. That is our horoscopes. I'm going to hang out with MeetMe for a little bit before I go. But for the rest of you, thank you guys so much for coming. I hope that this information is helpful to you. And please don't forget to drop a like on my videos and leave me a comment and let me know which was your favorite part about my show. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I'll be talking to you soon.